What's up, YouTube? It's JMan09. So I'm coming at you today with a quick video about what I think y'all should add to y'all's extra deck and side deck for the new upcoming, pretty much the upcoming meta. Wait, sorry guys, I gotta do this right. The new meta. Because I don't think it's going to change too terribly much. I think there's always a way out. Everybody's saying it's the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Until the ban list in September when they ban all, or at least limit all the elemental dragons, or semi-limit them. But, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about a few cards that I think that y'all should throw in y'all's extra deck and side deck if y'all have room for them. And, you know, it'd be good to have these to make sure that the elemental dragons don't get their effects off, and they can't be summoned to the field. Because if they're allowed to be summoned, it's just boom, boom, big eye, take your monster, attack, that's, you know, summon out another monster, attack, and OTK. But whatever. So, alright, I'm going to talk about, first card I want to talk about is the one I actually own, Steelswarm Roach. Steelswarm Roach, if you can get him out first turn with Rescue Rabbit, and most decks run or splash in Rescue Rabbit in their deck anyways, so why not run a Roach and make sure that they can't special summon? Because it works for Priestess, it works for a lot of stuff, guys. It works for Priestess, Elemental Dragons, you know, Ophion. Well, I don't know, it wouldn't work for Ophion because it needs a level 5 or higher, but he's a good monster. He's got 1900 attack, and if you do the right thing, if you run him in a heroic deck and you use Heroic Double Sword to summon him, he gets 1,000 more, so he's 2,900, which is horrible for them to have to get over. But, so yeah, he's 1,900 attack, and he negates all special summons of about level 5 or higher. The next card I want to talk about, mainly these are for just to stop Priestess's effect, which is where you banish a spellbook from your hand to graveyard and then pop a card on the field. And then also the Elemental Dragons, where they decide, hey, I'm just going to summon 5 monsters in one turn and Xyz and say, you know, do whatever you want now. The first card I have to show y'all, I'm doing this on my iPad because my computer's stupid, is Imperial Iron Wall. Hold on one second. Let me reduce the brightness so that y'all can see it a little better. Alright, so Imperial Iron Wall. It actually, surprisingly, it's only come out in one structure deck, and that's the Zombie World structure deck. So, this card's going to jump up in price because its effect says cards cannot be removed from play. Which, for most of the Elemental Dragons, to special summon them, it's remove from play 2 cards. So if they can't remove from play, they can't be special summoned, they can't get a big eye on the field. So that's the first one. Imperial Iron Wall, I will probably be trying to get 3 of them and running all 3 in a side deck to make sure that Elemental Dragons do not hit the field. The next one is the Selection. This card is actually really good. I'm going to have to do another video just to talk about this card. But it's great against Mirror Match. It's like a cheap Solemn Warning. It's great against Mirror Match. It's awesome. It's awesome for the Elemental Dragons. I'm going to read the effect for you guys. It's pay 1,000 life points, negate the summon of any monster that has the same type as the monster on the field, and destroy it. So, you know, if you have a Dragon deck and you're playing Elemental Dragons, oh, Dragon coming on the field? Nope, negate, destroy, get off the field. Negate, destroy, get off the field. You know, and they have to banish and summon and all that other crap. Normally, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but when they can summon 3 dragons in one turn, you can just negate one of theirs and screw up their whole thing. So it's a pretty cool card, and it's awesome against Mirror Match, because think about it, Fire Fist, Bear, you already have a bear on the field. Oh, nope, you're not popping my bear. Get off the field. So, it's awesome. Next one is, I have no idea how to say this name, Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer. His effect is, when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, target up to 2 monsters in their graveyard, banish those targets. That's a can, so you don't have to. It'll actually work with the other can't remove from play. Your opponent cannot banish cards from either player's graveyard. So, the Elemental Dragons, again, and also Priestess, they can banish cards from their hand, but they can't do it from their graveyard. So, it's like, you can't banish from the graveyard, you'd have to do it from your hand. So, it has to be a spellbook from the hand and ditch, which doesn't really help because Judgment Day adds like 20 million spells to your hands, spellbooks, and then, you know, Priestess alone is like just on the field. Okay, awesome. And to stop stop anything that they're trying to get rid of your cards. I would just run this one, Dark Bribe. It's a really good card. Throw it into the extra deck. It's really good if they're running like if they want to get rid of any of these continuous, because Imperial Iron Wall is continuous, and also a couple of the other cards coming up are going to be, or at least one card, the last card I'm going to talk about is going to be continuous. So to make sure that they can't MST it or whatever, you just Dark Bribe, let them draw a card, and keep it on the field. And another one that's going to be ridiculous for this format is going to be Fossil Dyna. Fossil Dyna is going to be crazy ridiculous just because neither player can special summon monsters. So it's like, oh, neither player can special summon monsters, and if it gets flipped up, destroy all special summoned monsters on the field. So it's like, okay, special summon, dragon, overlay for big eye. You can't flip, so you can't attack with my monster, because if you flip summon my monster, you destroyed all your monsters. So you're screwed. It's like, oh, well, what are you going to do now? You can't do anything. Big Eye can wait till attack. You stalled the turn, so you have good room. But then also you can just pop it on the field and go, what now? What are you going to do? Can't special summon. What are you going to do? Nothing. Keep them alive and you're good. Sorry, guys. The last card is actually pretty good. I'm starting to like this card, but I don't know. I tend to find it first. It's called Summon Limit. The effect is neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. So, and that's special, normal, anything. So you can only summon 2. So it's summon. They can't overlay for Big Eye. They can't overlay for anything. You do Rabbit and special summon, then yeah, it's special summon. So it wouldn't be that bad. But, sorry guys, it's like 10:30. Neither player can special summon 2 times, or they can only summon 2 times per turn. So it slows down the game where they can't OTK you just right off the back. It's not monster OTK or monster OTK. No, it's not how it's going to work. It slows it down. I mean, it's just a good card to get in your extra deck. Not extra deck, side deck, to throw it in if you're playing Elemental Dragons or High Priestess. It's like, okay, so you summoned the guy who searched for the spell books, and you summon, or that's it. Or you summon Priestess, you can't Priestess. Or Megalo. Or Megalo, Abysteus, and Lead. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a good card. I would use it in my extra deck, and I'm probably going to when I find it. But those are just some cards that I think that y'all should be aware of, and hopefully y'all like this video, and hopefully y'all will take into consideration the cards that I have been trying to tell you to play. So, yeah, mainly Fossil Dyna, awesome card, gonna be great for this format. I definitely sided in against Elemental Dragons, and Priestess if you really need to, and then also Imperial Iron Wall against Elemental Dragons. They have to banish. Priestess has to banish to get that effect off to destroy things. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video on that. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you liked about the video, and also, what you didn't like. Good criticism is always good. There you go.